So hello Josh. So now this is a review of the first part of the, or maybe the two parts of the four parts that I've been working on. So this is the AMOP student, or the AmazingDevops Students portal. The students portal enables students to register for new classes and manage all information related to the classes, to their coursework, the payment of the classes themselves, the process, or every other process that involves the registering and learning of the courses. So in this part that we are going to review at the moment, so maybe you can start by starting afresh. So we can log in, and this should take us to the home page. Now the home page is very simple. It shows the notifications, and these are system-wide notifications. These are not specific to any course. And then at this side here, on the left side, this shows the classes that have registered, that a student has registered for. And at this point, it shows that the student has not registered for any courses. Maybe you can go to the notifications. The notifications part should show whatever courses the student has registered, and then it's empty at this point. The student has not registered for any course. We can go to receipting. So the receipting part shows all the payments that have been made. At this point it's empty, so meaning that the student has not registered for any course. So back to the home page. So it's very simple, not much information. It's just simple, beautiful, elegant, just simple and plain. And now we can apply for a course. So applying for a program, it's very simple. Here it shows a list of all the programs that are on offer. And now we can just select a course. We can select something like this. It shows that at this point so the students, the payment is made through the card, and this shows the information about the course itself, a description of the course, maybe all the sub courses, or maybe all the courses that are in that program. So maybe we have sessions. We have session 1, session 2, and session 3, and each session has the courses 3, and then this has 3, and this has 3. And then at this point it shows the duration, it's the start page, the start time, and when that course ends. So we can also go and look at another course, and then we can look at computer architecture. So this has no courses yet, but it shows that we're going to have 3 sessions, maybe a description of what computer architecture is all about, the period and all that. You can still select another course. So modern architecture, we have its header image. This is what the student should see for each course. So all this information is dynamic, so no hard coded information. And then it shows what modern architecture is about, the start and the end dates. Then you can try registering for this course and see what happens. I can provide my email, so the account number. So this is just a default number that is provided by Stripe. It's 5454 all until the end. And then the date, it should be any date into the future, either of 2025, and then CBC. Don't know what it's about, but as it shows, this is the test mode. It's not a live mode. Then you can try paying for this and see what happens. Stripe has accepted. Let's now see whether you can be able to pay for this given course. So payment success. We have succeeded in paying for that course. And now when you come to the home page, we should be able to see that we have paid for a course, modern architecture. And then when you come to notifications, the notifications should show that about maybe 1 hour or some few minutes ago today, I registered for a course with the name modern architecture. And then when you come to this other part, the receipting should also show that I've paid for something. I've paid for a given course. Coming to the view receipt, that should give us all the information about that course. And maybe we can still try to see if that notification has come into our email. it should be shown. As we wait for that to load, we can still register for a new course. We can apply for another course. You can go with international shipping. This still has no sessions. International shipping, its header image, information about it, when it starts, when it ends, and all this information is managed by the student's admin. So we can, by the site administrator. So we'll go to that. Then you can pay for that. So the email, so that account number 54 54 54 54 54 54 54 54, I think it's right. And then 326 CVC, anything. It's still in test mode, and you can pay and see what happens. So payment success, that is okay, that's fine. We can go to the homepage to check whether we should have 2 courses at the moment. We should have international shipping and modern architecture. When you come to notifications, that should show that we have paid for 2 courses. We have registered for 2 courses, international shipping and modern architecture. When you come to receipting, so this information should be shown here. We have paid for 2 courses. So far we have spent $20,000, or is it 200,000? So it's 200,000. So it should be shown. It should show how much money we have used. And then when you come to my personal inbox, so maybe we still have notifications that are sent to us, and these notifications should show that I've registered for 2 courses. I've registered for international shipping. So you have successfully registered for international shipping program. Thank you. AmazingDevops INC. You have successfully registered for the modern architecture program. Thank you. Thank you. And that's just a notification. We have multiple types of notification to ensure that no data is lost on the way. If it's lost on one part, it should be derived from another section. Now we can come to the classes themselves. Then you can start with modern architecture and see what it's all about. So for the modern architecture, now this is where all that information about the class is managed. So we have the instructor, we have his name, Samuel Minor, we have also his email address, samuelminor.com. You can start a conversation with them. Maybe this is like direct messaging. So we'll come and look at the messaging part. This is where we send direct messages to the lecturers. So at this point, this should provide maybe more information about the class itself, the name, the information, and maybe we should have sessions at the bottom. And then if there are any video files that should be attached to the image, maybe, and I wanted this part to be something like an introduction, maybe a video introduction on what the students will learn. We can also have other videos attached. Maybe the classes themselves could be attached. Once a video, a Zoom recording has been made, it should be brought at this part. It should be available to the students as long as they have their accounts active with the AmazingDevops. And then we can still look at the next class. And then let's look at international shipping. So the shipping, so the course code and everything else. So quick links. We can start a conversation with so we can just see, you can just look for the course start date, course start dates. So no Professor James. So I wanted to request, so request maybe the information, so to request about the dates we are to start our new course. So I am very eager to start learning about international just send it. So this is not yet complete, but then when you come here to the messaging, so the messaging should show, let's see if we have any sent messages. So you have this one here. So the course start date, professor, then so it should be something like that. So a conversation between, so maybe information about the course and everything, so the discussion, and then so this is just an overview of what this constitutes about. Maybe it's just simple, it's not as complex as the AmazingDevops.com, as the students part, as the not the students part, but as the administrators part. It's just simple, managing all the information about learning, managing the classes on the students part, and everything else. And this is just a simple part. You sign out, and you can update your personal information. You can update maybe your names, phone number, everything. You can also upload a new image about yourself. Let's see where this takes us. We can just pick something like this, the student's photo, and you can update, and it's good to go. You can go back to the home page and see if it has updated. So we have a new image here. Messaging part allows us to view all messages that have been sent to us, and all those that you have sent. And going back, you can also go to, maybe I've touched on this, the receiving part, the notifications part, the apply part. We apply for new classes at this point. Then you have the classes. This is not yet complete, but this should show the progress in each class. Maybe after every session, the tutor should record that each student has completed, and that can be, if there are 3 sessions, this should show 0% complete, 30% complete, 60% complete, 100% complete, and once that has been done, each session should be marked as completed. So every other information here is just about privacy policy, just information about, if this is crucial information that the students should know, the return policy. Still also important, the return process, question return policy. Now that terms of use, this shows, maybe this is just important information about the site and agreements that the students should understand and come in. So this is not relevant, should not be at this point, but all that is all about the students home, about the students portal, the home, the classes. You can apply, you have notifications, you have receiving, and we have that's not yet complete. We have messaging and all that, all information about this. And then so that's all information about the Amazing DevOps Students part. So thank you.